Am I the a-hole for leaving the house when my sister-in-law said she was on her way to drop the kids off for me to watch? I, 30 male, have a younger brother who is married and has 2 preschool-age kids. He travels a lot for work and his wife is a stay-at-home mom. When my brother leaves the country, he'd tell his wife that if she needed anything, then she should give me a call. Then go on and on about how sister-in-law and the kids are my responsibility while he's gone. I never said I was okay with this since my sister-in-law and I aren't on the best terms, but I try to help for my nephew's sake. My brother flew out of town for work last week. The next day, I got a call from his wife asking if I could watch the kids while she get her hair cut for her sister's upcoming wedding. I said no because I already had to attend my girlfriend's art event. Sister-in-law pressured me, saying stuff like, "Art event isn't more important than your nephews? And your brother is counting on you and he said I could rely on you." The usual guilt-tripping nonsense. I said no means no and hung up. Literally, minutes later, I got a text from my sister-in-law saying she was on her way to drop the kids off and I better not leave. I didn't reply, I just got dressed quickly and got the fuck out of there before she came. My neighbor called saying he saw my sister-in-law knocking on my door hysterically and checking my windows in an unusual way. I told him to let her. She will leave soon, and she clearly did after calling me non-stop. Hours later, my brother called and was mad, saying that I did was fucking childish and that I was terrible uncle to bail on my nephews and my sister-in-law when they needed my help. I told him what went down, but he sided with his wife and called me unreliable, irresponsible, and a weasel. I tried to cut the argument, but he said he was disappointed in me and my childish behavior. But I thought that was too much, frankly. Sister-in-law was and still is incredibly upset with me, and my brother got back but refused to see me until I apologized, which is fucking hurtful of him. I wonder if I should have just sucked it up this one time instead of ruining my relationship with my brother like that. Top comments from Stardust 591. Not the a-hole. Not your kids, not your responsibility. Tell her and your brother to hire a babysitter instead of being entitled assholes who violate clearly established boundaries. Another comment from Time Detective 7632. This right here, OP. You don't need to apologize. You said no and that should be the end of it. If they refuse to see you, good guess that means no surprise dropping off the kids, right? You need to establish boundaries right now. Tell her that unless it's an emergency, she needs to give at bare minimum a 24 hours heads up on if she needs someone to watch the kids. Also, in the foreseeable future, if the wedding is child-free, tell her you charge by the day. And that is the family discount, not the a-hole. Here's another comment from JD Jang. Yep, OP, you didn't ruin your relationship with your brother. He and his selfish, entitled wife ruined their relationship with you. Text him that you're going no comment with him and his wife until they both learn boundaries and apologize for trying to force you to babysit when you already said no. You need more spine with this kind of entitlement. Here's another comment from Santine Love 85. 100% I knew my husband had to work, and before I made a hair appointment, I asked my brother-in-law if he would be able to watch my son on a certain date, and he said yes, but could he spend the night so he could have more time with him. I then made the appointment. If he would have said no, he was busy, I would have said okay and looked for another date so I could work with my husband's schedule because it's my kid, not my brother-in-law's kid, and he is my responsibility. Next story. Am I the a-hole for telling my husband that he is useless at shopping? My husband, 48 male, and I, 38 female, were at the shopping mall to do some errands. We had to pick up some dry cleaning and tailored items, as well as do some grocery shopping. Problem is, they are both at opposite ends of the shopping center. Instead of wasting time and doing it together, we both decided to split up. And after I had collected the dry cleaning and put it in the car, I would go to the grocery store and finish up the shopping with him. I collect the clothes, put them in the car, and walk to the grocery store. And guess who walks out the exact moment I get to the entrance? My husband. He tells me that he finished in record time and that he doesn't get what takes me so long when I normally do the shopping. I am a stay-at-home mom who usually does the weekly shop. I asked him if he got everything on the list I sent him. He said yes. We get home and I find out that he didn't get the pads for our daughter, 13 female, and I asked him if he forgot and he just told me that buying sanitary products wasn't his job and that there were so many options and he doesn't know. This got me angry because I literally gave him the link to the specific one in the list, as well as a picture, and he still couldn't get it. I asked him why he was weaponizing his incompetence, and he just left the room after telling me to stop using buzzwords and take some accountability. I yelled back at him that he was a useless husband who can't do a simple shop. He thinks I am an a-hole for not being responsible for my daughter and I's products and for calling him useless. Am I the a-hole? Edit. See some people assuming that they were out of stock. They were not. The grocery store website has a product marked as in stock at that store. Husband saw that pads were on the list and just skipped them, not bothering to even go into the aisle. Now for the top comments. Not the a-hole. You're completely correct about weaponized incompetence. Either that or he's a complete idiot. Plus the fact he put you down saying, I don't understand why you take so long to shop. He didn't even try. Edit. He should have told you he didn't know what to get when you met outside of the store. You could have ran in and got them. Instead, he lets you find out at home and gaslights you. Here's another comment. Yeah, dude went through the list. I bet he didn't even check sales for stuff that wasn't on the list but could be useful. If I had to write down my shopping list, it would look like 3 groups. Things I must buy regardless. Things I must buy conditionally. For example, check the desserts that are available at the time and pick the best. Or check the meats and grab whatever is fresh and affordable. Last, things I don't need, but that don't go bad for a long time, so I check if they are on sale and get them if the price is good, because they may not be on sale when I actually need them. Imagine if OP provided husband with a real shopping list. Here's another comment from Equestrian Bitch. Yeah, lots of your the-a-hole comments because she said he's useless. But after the argument where he says that's her job, I think it's deserved. He went grocery shopping to save time and refuses to pick up pads for his daughter. Like, she probably had to make a whole trip back to the store just to pick them up. And his excuse is too many to choose from, that's your job, and is trying to make her out to be the a-hole. Lol. Honestly, I'm not even too bothered by the fact he didn't want to pick them up. What sucks is that he walks out of the store knowing he didn't get them, doesn't tell her, insults the wife by saying he shops more efficiently than her, lets her find out when they get home, then tops all that off by saying it's her job.